All right, everyone. Together with me, Mr. Paul Hadjy. Please introduce yourself a little bit. Tell people, your background.
Sure. Thanks for having me. My name is Paul Hadjy. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Horangi Cybersecurity, which was acquired by Bitdefender in August of 2023. And upon joining Bitdefender, now I'm the VP of APAC and Global Cybersecurity Services. So my background is originally I worked for the government in the US right out of college. And then after that, I spent time at a company called Palantir, which is a global big data and cybersecurity company.
Right.
So I spent 7 years there, mostly working in the US originally, but then in the Middle East, Korea, Singapore, and New Zealand. After that, I went to Grab, where I led the security team before I started Horangi. And the whole premise was about my time at Grab, when I was kind of trying to help them solve cloud security problems.
Okay.
I saw that there wasn't many solutions or services companies in Asia focused on the cloud. So I started Horangi to help solve that problem in Asia.
Nice, nice. And may I ask a little bit, because you have been involved by providing cybersecurity service for these regions, right? Not specifically in Singapore, right? But also in the region. What do you see? What is happening, the situations, how it goes? Please share a little bit of your view.
Yeah, originally, when we first started the company, not everyone was adopting cloud yet. So most of our original customers were tech companies.
Right.
This was consistent until 2019. And I think then there were a lot more people kind of adopting cloud in the more traditional industries. So financial institutions, regulated companies.
Right.
And that's really when our business took off because the tech companies, of course, were our initial customers.
Okay.
And then the financial institutions kind of picked up and helped us grow the business with our cloud solution. And now with being a part of Bitdefender, we have a much more global team. And seeing a lot of interesting things happening globally with our pen testing and red teaming services that allow us to support companies all over the world.
Wow.
So that's been great. And I think Asia-specific stuff, definitely a lot of regulatory sort of changes happening in all the countries across the region, which is focusing more on helping, especially the financially regulated companies, invest in security solutions to solve security things.
Very nice. I mean, that is an extensive experience that you bring about from the United States to the Asia Pacific regions, right? And with your, long terms of implementations and be involved with the customer in the region. So now as the Bitdefender APAC, okay, what the enterprise, the CSO or CEO, what should they expect from Bitdefender APAC as your role that you are going to contribute to them?
Yeah, I think with the acquisition of Horangi, it brought a lot of new things for Bitdefender, especially for Asia. So the three major reasons for acquiring Horangi was one, the APAC presence. So prior to the acquisition, Bitdefender had limited on-the-ground resources in Asia. But of course, after there's 130 Horangi employees, which are now Bitdefender employees, which increased their sort of physical presence in APAC by 10 times, right? So I think that's a huge sort of investment for us to grow the Asia region.
Yeah.
Then there's the cloud piece. So Horangi's product, Warden, which is now called CSPM Plus, is integrated into Bitdefender's Gravity Zone, which provides a holistic solution for companies that use the traditional infrastructure with endpoints, but also are utilizing public cloud. So the big cloud service providers. And the last piece was our services business, which already has a pretty big presence in APAC. But of course, as we've grown globally, we're starting to distribute those services wider across the globe and also in other countries that we weren't in APAC previously. So I think that shows Bitdefender's commitment to APAC, specifically to Thailand, of course, as well. As we integrated our teams here, are continuing to grow and invest in Thailand, doing events like this with you.
Yeah, I think this is very wonderful, right? Because earlier times, when we think about the support team for the global support teams that provide from the European area, or from the United States, it's somewhat the people in this specific area may feel okay, maybe time zone difference or language or whatever that could be possible. But when you have APAC presence, fully capable, full capacity like this, I think it's to increase the confidence of the customers and the enterprise management to be considered. So before we leave, would you like to put the last word, key takeaway that you would like to leave with?
Sure. Yeah. I think in general, I think one thing that separates us from our competitors in the region is we're really focused on not only having sales and marketing in the region, but also technical teams.
Right.
So the Horangi engineering team is integrated with Bitdefender, and it supports the region from an engineering perspective as well, which I think is very unique from a foreign company operating APAC. And then on the Bitdefender side of things, obviously our collaboration with law enforcement as well as other global
That's very important. That's very important.
Yeah, it's super important and something we believe in. And with our slogan for trusted always, I think we're committed to doing that and helping solve cybersecurity problems, and are working with organizations in this region as well, like law enforcement and other organizations. Very excited to be here and be a part of the Bitdefender team and grow both Thailand and the APAC business.
Okay, gentlemen. So that's about it. Bitdefender, APAC, with Paul Hadjy. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.